than someone else's.
You cannot live out your worldview consistently. Your worldview informs you that everything is relative morally. Only subjective morals exist. There are no objective moral absolutes.
Right.
You can't live that out.
Why?
Because when you're confronted by the slaughter of innocent children, I don't think you're going to say, well, from your perspective, that's right. From my perspective, it's wrong. You're just as right as I am. I think you're going to reel back with moral outrage and say, this slaughter of an innocent child is absolutely evil.
I would say that that was wrong when confronted in that situation, but I still have the understanding that other people don't think that way, whether it's for cultural reasons, psychological reasons, or what have you. I still understand that that happened.
The question is it right or is it wrong?
But
according to your worldview, it's wrong only in a subjective sense, but I don't think you can live that out. Because all you got to do is think about your position.
Okay, we've talked about
regarding bashing gays, regarding abusing children, regarding gassing Jews. To live out your worldview consistently, you have to say that the opposite of whatever you conclude about those three issues is equally valid. I don't think you're willing to live that out.
It is equally valid.
I don't think you're willing to live it out.
It's equally valid because someone has the capacity to think in his or her own way. It is equally valid to me.
Okay, I don't. Try and live it out.
There's a difference between understanding the validity and understanding that someone can have a difference in opinion and me not agreeing with that.
So you never get morally outraged over something someone does?
Of
course you do.
I hope that's a rhetorical question, because of course I do.
All right. I don't think you're willing to honestly say, when you murdered my innocent child, that was possibly good.
No, I don't think it's good. And I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I am aware that other people might not think the same way that I do.
That's not
what
the
I'm
point.
saying is there are... Yes, it is your
No,
point,
it is
though.
not the point.
Your
You're not
point is
listening.
that when faced
And I got to
in a
go on to someone else,
situation-
ma'am, because we've had this discussion. We're not going to move forward. We're going to have to stop this discussion because I'm not able to communicate.
I understand that it's your tactic to make circular arguments.
No,
round
it's
and
not
round
it at
about.
all, ma'am.
Well,
It's not
if
it at
so,
all.
then maybe you can come at it from a different angle.
Read Friedrich Nietzsche, Albert Camus, Jean-Paul Sartre, any of the great French atheistic existentialists or nihilists.
To something
It's
else,
real
but
simple.
Can you
Read Bertrand
corroborate
Russell.
evidence?
The point is, if there is no God, morality is relative, which means if you murder my child, I can say from my perspective that's wrong, but from your perspective it's right. I'm not right, you're not wrong, it's all relative. That's all I've been trying to say. And my point is, you can't live that out. Not even Russell or Nietzsche could live it out. Not even Camus or Sartre could live it out. Because at the end of their lives, they kept on saying, oh, what the Nazis did was really wrong. And abusing innocent children is really wrong. And finally they had to crack under the pressure of their experience of life that you cannot consistently live out moral relativism. It's impossible unless you cut out your conscience, you cut out your brain, and you just say, okay, fine, it's all relative. You just can't do it, man. But you see what's so frustrating is American university students don't have the courage to face the logical conclusions of moral relativism. Instead, they insist upon doing exactly what you've been trying to do with me now, ma'am, for 2 days, which is, oh, no. Everybody has different opinions, and I accept that as valid. That's not the point. The point is, in reality, if morality is relative and you slaughter my innocent child, that's subjectively wrong, from my opinion, but from your perspective, it's right. And in reality, it's not wrong. Because morality is just created in there, up here. It's all it is. It's a creation of the fertile human imagination, if there is no God. But you don't have the courage to face that.
What do you mean I don't have the courage to face that?
Just read Nietzsche, man. He pours scorn on you. What you atheists love to do, Nietzsche, who's an atheist, Nietzsche was an atheist, but he points out, what you guys want to do is, you want to cut out God out of the picture, but then you want to get the goody-goodies from God, like objective morality, like injustice.
Okay, there are many other things we appreciate in life, but I understand what you're saying about objective morality, and I feel like we've danced around that issue a lot, but I don't appreciate you using things like the slaughtering of innocent children and your loud booming voice and trying to make a brouhaha when you're still not making a logical claim supported by evidence.
Good. Okay? So we agree to disagree.
Okay, I'll dismiss myself.
We agree to disagree. Thanks for your time.
Of course we do.